Chicago Bears and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Kansas City Chiefs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz, open man, Taylor Gabriel. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
61, match box, light.
First down, a run with Cohen. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 91 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. On play action, Wentz. And he completes it to Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. On first down, Wentz. He's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Check 31, check 31. Check. Easy.
From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
He's going to fire one. Deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Mahomes going to throw. This is brought in by Gibson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This is Cohen. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. That one caught by Gibson. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for KC. 44 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
And And that's another route the defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm going back to you.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
And they'll go on the ground. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Here we go, G, get off the field. Deuce.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Throwing on first is Wentz. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And this one complete to Burnett. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
We play to win. Let's go.
And now here comes Kansas City. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Wentz.
Well, as this game continues,
it's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. First and 10, here's Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Wentz again. He's got Burton here. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Wentz to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. They've got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeout. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. From 19 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This fielded at the 2.
Let's go, baby. Let's
So
go.
we've reached half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down.
Yeah, once more, a strong run.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Check 45 to mine. I know he ain't got it. Check it backer, check it backer.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. From 13 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw out wide caught by Robinson. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Wentz. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
We're back now in KC. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Throwing now is Wentz. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but now it's 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chick. Chicago. Tariq Cohen. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They have the lead
obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, it's Mahomes being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. That one caught by Gibson. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Mahomes firing complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Here's Mahomes to throw. Brought in by Coates. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And now look at him go. The 30, past the 20. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization. But
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an under.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take the 35-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz, he finds Robinson.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it, because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a pickup of 6. On 1st down, Wentz. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's go,
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the go. Just go, and let's see who's faster.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Throwing is Wentz. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wentz. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. That is 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Bears have retaken the lead. What a comeback. 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. They've turned this game upside down.
It just tells you one more time, it's not over till it's over, right? You got to continue to battle, continue to play, and you walk a fine line as a team with the lead too, don't you? Trying to drain clock,
yep.
Yet at the same time continue to move because otherwise you bog down. In this case, though, it's been a heck of a comeback.
It has been one heck of a comeback. You're right, though. Maybe on the other side being a little too conservative at times, and we see what's happened.
You wonder about Atlanta, Super Bowl 51?
Yep. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it from a defensive perspective.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes to throw. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Carson Wentz in the offense. Down by 5. 70 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got Burton here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Back to throw. Wins.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Into the red zone. Wins. It's complete to Robinson. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now Wentz. The quick slant caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Second and goal from the 1. He's back to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So for Kansas City, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move